Title: Small talk topics that frequently appear in green card interviews. During a green card interview, we try to create a more comfortable atmosphere by asking questions about the applicant's background and identity. Frequently asked questions include: where is your hometown? This question is intended to obtain basic background information about the applicant. What's your hometown? To the question: I'm from Seoul, South Korea. You can answer: what are your hobbies? What are your hobbies? I enjoy hiking and cooking Korean cuisine. What activities do you enjoy in your free time? What activities do you enjoy during your leisure time? I usually spend my free time reading or exploring new places. You might reply: I usually spend my time reading books and exploring new places. What brought you to America? Can talk about the applicant's personal goals and motivation for immigrating to the United States. What prompted you to move to the United States? Based on personal experience. I moved for better education opportunities. You can say. Lastly, what do you like most about living in America? This will help you see how well the applicant is adapting to American culture. What do you like most about living in the United States? I appreciate the cultural diversity and the spirit of entrepreneurship here. You can make a positive impression by answering. This kind of small talk builds a trusting relationship between the interviewer and the applicant, and serves to relieve the tension felt by the applicant. Applicants will find it helpful to prepare honest, factual, and natural answers to these questions. When answering the question, what do you do while living in the United States? I'm currently working as a software engineer at a technology company. You can answer. This brief introduction to the profession explains the applicant's professional background and role in American society. In addition, to questions such as what is your favorite food in America, by answering I love trying various dishes. But my favorite would be the classic American burger. We can show that the applicant is actively interested in American culture and food. To the question where did you study? I studied at the University of Seoul in South Korea. The answer is. Answer about educational background. To the question what is your most memorable experience in the United States? My most memorable experience in the U.S. was visiting the Grand Canyon and witnessing its grandeur. You might answer. It's about sharing experiences related to travel. These questions help you express your personal preferences and experiences. In answer to what is your favorite activity in the United States? I enjoy participating in community events and meeting people from different backgrounds. You can say. It reflects social engagement and multicultural understanding. To the question, have you had any difficulties living in the United States? There are challenges, but I'm learning to overcome them through persistence and support from friends. The answer is emphasizing the positive aspects of the adaptation process. This type of small talk provides an opportunity for deeper conversation and helps strengthen the relationship between applicant and interviewer. Title: Content of interview for green card through marriage. When applying for green card through marriage, questions that verify the couple's relationship are often asked during the interview. For example, how did you meet? Or where did you have your first date? To the same question. We met through a mutual friend and had our first date at a local cafe. You can answer. Also, for what kind of people attended the wedding ceremony? Our families and close friends attended our wedding ceremony. You can say. These personal questions play an important role in determining whether a couple's relationship is genuine. In response to how did your married life begin? We began our married life in a small apartment in New York and have been supporting each other ever since. Also, to the question what is your favorite activity with your spouse? You can answer we enjoy cooking together and exploring the city's cultural events. By sharing information about the couple's common interests and daily lives, you can show the sincerity of your marriage. To the question, when is your spouse's birthday? The answer is my spouse's birthday is on May 10th. For the question, what is your spouse's favorite food? You could say my partner loves Italian cuisine, especially spaghetti carbonara. What special anniversaries do you usually celebrate? We celebrate both our birthdays and our wedding anniversary with a special dinner. Share the intimacy of your relationship and the details of your daily life through these personal questions. What do you usually do on the weekend? We usually go for a walk in the park or watch movies at home. We usually go for a walk in the park or watch movies at home. Where was your first travel destination with your spouse? Our first trip was to Miami Beach. Our first trip was to Miami Beach. What does your spouse often say in everyday life? My partner often says, "I love you," before leaving for work. My partner often says, "I love you," before leaving for work. How do you celebrate your wedding anniversary? We celebrate by going out for a romantic dinner. We're celebrating our wedding anniversary by going out for a romantic dinner. What kind of music do you like? I enjoy a variety of music genres, but I mainly listen to classical and jazz. I like various genres of music, but I mainly listen to classical and jazz. Which part of America would you like to visit? I would like to visit the Pacific Northwest to see its natural beauty. I would like to visit because I want to see the natural scenery of the Pacific Northwest. What is the most interesting part of American culture? The diversity of cultures and the freedom of expression are what fascinates me the most. What fascinates me most is cultural diversity and freedom of expression. Interview details when applying for green card through employment. Title: Employment-based green card interview questions and answers. How long have you been working with your current employer? I have been working there for 3 years now. How long have you been working with your current employer? I've been working there for 3 years now. What duties do you perform at your job? I'm responsible for managing a team and overseeing project development. What duties do you perform at your job? I'm responsible for managing a team and overseeing project development. Has your work performance been recognized in any way? Yes, I received an Employee of the Year award last year for my contributions. Has your work performance been recognized in any way? Yes, I received the Employee of the Year award for my contribution last year. What has been the most challenging aspect of your job? The most challenging part has been adapting to new technologies quickly. What has been the most challenging aspect of your job? The biggest challenge has been adapting quickly to new technologies. How do you see your career progressing in the United States? I aim to become a lead expert in my field and contribute to industry innovation. How do you see your career advancing in the United States? I want to become a leading expert in my field and contribute to innovation in the industry. Interview details when applying for permanent residency through family sponsorship. Title: Family-sponsored green card interview questions and answers. How are you related to the family member who sponsored you? He is my brother. What is your relationship with the family member who applied for permanent residency? He is my brother. How often do you communicate with your sponsoring relative? We talk on the phone every week. We talk on the phone every week. We talk on the phone every week. What are your plans once you receive your green card? I plan to find a job and further my education. What are your plans once you receive your green card? I'm trying to find a job and get further education. Does anyone in your family live in the United States? My uncle and cousins live in California. My uncle and cousins live in California. Have there been any changes in your hobbies or activities since coming to the United States? Yes, I've started volunteering at a local food bank. Yes, I've started volunteering at a local food bank. What are you most excited about settling in the United States? I'm looking forward to advancing my career and experiencing the multicultural environment. I'm looking forward to advancing my career and experiencing Title: Permanent Residency Interview through Special Talent. How did you develop your talent? I developed my talent through years of practice and professional training. How did you develop that talent? I developed my talent through years of practice and professional training. Can you briefly describe your portfolio or work? My portfolio showcases various projects that highlight my expertise in graphic design. Please describe your portfolio or work. My portfolio showcases a variety of projects highlighting my graphic design expertise. What achievements have you had in this field? I've received several awards for my innovative designs in international competitions. What achievements have you achieved in this field? I have won several awards for my innovative designs in international competitions. Do you have any specific goals or plans in the United States? My goal in the U.S. is to collaborate with technology firms to bring new design innovation. Do you have any specific goals or plans in the United States? My goal is to collaborate with technology companies to create new design innovations. Do you have any connections to industry networks? I have connections with industry professionals through international design conferences. Do you have any connections to industry networks in the United States? I have connected to industry experts through international design conferences. Interview when applying for permanent residency through business, etc. Title: Employment-based green card interview questions and answers through business. How did you start your business in the United States? I started my business with a small restaurant and then expanded it over the years. What made you start a business in the United States? Starting with a small restaurant, we expanded our business over several years. What kind of challenges have you faced while running your business? Funding and finding the right personnel were the biggest challenges at the start. Have you experienced it? Raising funding and finding the right talent were the biggest challenges in the beginning. How does your business contribute to the local community? We provide employment opportunities and engage in community service. How does your business contribute to the local community? We provide employment opportunities and engage in community service. What are your future plans for your business? I plan to introduce more cultural elements and potentially franchise. What are your plans for the future of your business? We plan to introduce more cultural elements and explore the possibility of franchising. Title: Religious and H-Visa-based green card interview conversations. How long have you been affiliated with your religious organization? In the United States? I have been part of the organization for 5 years now. How long have you been associated with a religious group in the United States? I have been with the organization for 5 years now. What are your responsibilities at the organization? I'm involved in community outreach and religious education programs. What are your responsibilities at the organization? I am involved in community service and religious education programs. For H-Visa holders, how has your work experience in the U.S. contributed to your field? My work has allowed me to develop innovative solutions and share them within my professional community. For H-Visa holders, how has your U.S. work experience contributed to your field? My work gives me the opportunity to develop innovative solutions and share them with a community of experts. To the question: if you hold an H-Visa, what project did you feel you accomplished the most at an American company? The project where we successfully integrated a new software system was my most fulfilling work. You can emphasize your expertise and performance by answering these questions, and answers help the interviewer understand the applicant's scope of activity and professional practice in the United States, and support the validity of the application for permanent residency.